Hello.
Hello, everybody. I did that
Yes.
as I was cleaning my glasses.
Oh, I
You just
did
heard
give you
me
like a
breathing
couple
in the
seconds
mic.
warning.
Yes,
But
hello, everybody. We are
uh,
alive.
yes, indeed.
So if Josh is alive, I'm barely alive.
Yes. I am now well. Noah is now sick. So
Yes.
yes, but it is now
Considerably worse than
it is
Josh.
it is now the hot weather down here, so it's fine. Because I seem to only get sick on season change apparently.
Same.
Oh, but yes, we are going to hopefully finish this game. And we do have the next one in the series, Orwell Ignorance is Strength. Yes, that's the one. I don't know if it's like a sequel to this, but it's definitely it's follows the same sort of thing, I think. So yeah, we'll probably continue with that on the next stream date, which is Wednesday. So yeah, we can look forward to that one because I'd be interested to see how if the story's different or what's going on or something like that. You know,
Yeah.
it seems to be reviewed well
If I'm
though.
suddenly quiet, I'm sorry.
Evan says nice for Josh, bad for Noah.
Yep.
Okay, so we don't have any limitations right now. So it's just a bunch of now getting extra information for Delacroix.
No, it was us choosing between the three.
Yeah, so we've got all of their desktops now.
Yeah.
The goal, but our goal is to undo
Undo
thought.
thought.
So we need
It's a
to.
matter of how.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I need to turn the pancake down a little bit. It's not quite background music right now. Okay. Okay, so we've got initiates. Okay, do you remember all the plans?
I think initiate. No, I don't remember. Fuck off.
Because I think Catherine was they're all at fault or something. She was pushing that they're all at fault and whatever.
I know.
Bring them all
Juliet
down.
Bring. No. Initiate gave us access to Catherine Delacroix's computer
Yes.
because he wants us to pin the blame on her. Juliet wants to take everybody with her.
Oh yeah, and Harrison said that it was only a couple of them.
Yeah.
Oh, it was only like one or two, or just Juliet.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've
And
got.
then Catherine wants to take all of thought down.
Okay, so do we just start putting information in since we can? There's no limit.
See, the problem is that Delacroix is monitoring us. So
Yeah,
she'll see us putting info in on her, and she's already said she'll make us public enemy number one.
that's true. But so we judge whatever information we find on her, basically.
Yes.
So if we find anything incriminating, we put it in because it's. Then we start putting information in about her. If we find nothing incriminating, then we don't. Just put this new portrait in. Oh, Donald Harris. Oh, he was arrested.
Oh.
Oh right, he was. We sent like a hit team for him.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Donald Harrison. There's a new portrait for him. This is current portrait. Arrest date was today. Multiple incitement of murder. Redacted. Suspect was found alone at Orchid Drive, working on his laptop, which was connected to public Wi-Fi hotspot. When the suspect noticed our arrival, he attempted to flee, but was quickly cornered by officers in pursuit. He complied and offered no resistance to arrest. Okay, so he has been brought in, and that was due to us. Yeah, we pretty much narrowed his location down.
Yeah.
So the only two things we've got is stuff on Catherine. Those are these two things.
Yes.
Listener, we've got nothing new. No, nothing new and nothing outstanding. So it's just this.
Mantra says, no, sounds like she's gonna die. No, go to the doctor. I did go to the doctor. I have medicine.
I did not see that message. What goes on with my stuff where I just don't see certain things? The
It
hell?
also may be delayed because mine is. I'm looking at the chat directly.
True.
Off a different account.
I guess the chat, the chat that's on OBS is the same as the one that's on YouTube from like a thingy perspective, so that's fine. So whose PC are we gonna look at first? I'm assuming Gunther.
Let's look at Goldfell's,
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? Immediately, what the fuck? Okay, let's leave Demiurge for last, because we know that that was Orwell.
Okay. He clears his trash, that's alright. Notes.
Well, this
ooh.
was his, like, backup computer, wasn't it?
No, it's 2013 up to February 2015.
Oldest.
Do I just read this? You got quite a lot.
Huh?
Do you want to read it, or must I read it?
You read it quickly, I'm busy or something.
Oh, you're busy having a lozenge.
No, I'm busy blowing my nose.
Oh. Today I started my work at Rosentech. I got assigned my own office in the main tower, right at the top of the 24th floor, next to Victor Rosen himself. I've never felt so misplaced in my life, not even back at Kriblingen. Although I was sure it could not possibly get any worse, it's like there are only youngsters here. Rushing over the floors, buzzing in the cafeteria, occupying the elevators, all of them staring at me like I am recently unearthed dinosaur fossil. What do I try to achieve here? The constant feeling of not being involved through this involved through is niggling at me. Okay. We had a presentation where I learned the basic project parameters of Demiurge. During the meeting I got a panic attack and nearly had to vomit. I must have been paler than a sheet of paper outlining the conceptual details. The plan for this project are bereft of any ethics or common sense. It's nefarious. Nefarious is not even the word. Sinister. That perfectly describes what Demiurge is. The software goes way beyond what I had feared in my worst nightmares. It's total observation of, well, everything, without any user interaction required, and they want an ethical codex? Preposterous! I am conflicted in what to think. How to feel about this? I thought I might be able to change the plans from within, restrict this thing. Frankly, if I had any confidence in my ability to change it at all, well, that is all gone now. This is October 2013.
Okay, I can read. I might be in luck. The development team has had severe problems with the application of their recognition algorithm to automatically collect and interpret relative data so far. There are too many conflicts, too many applicable meanings. If I play this card right, I might be able to convince the project leads to consider the use of a human element to sort out the misinterpreted or irrelevant data, which in turn might make it at least a bit more humane. Alien says, why the cockroach? And Hunter says, have you guys seen the One Piece live action?
Not yet, but I've heard some good things about it.
We plan to watch it. The one thing I know about it is one of Zoro's swords bend.
Yeah, his one scabbard bends. He had all of his swords out, but the scabbard is very floppy.
It's a very floppy piece.
I actually saw a video on TikTok today where this guy got so bothered with it that he actually photoshopped an actual like proper application of it in, and he was just like, and he continued watching the episode. It worked. The use of the human element referred to as investigator has been confirmed by the project lead and, even more importantly, the government itself. By now I've outlined the fundamentals of the codex. We will use not one, but two human elements to give one human the full ability to do the research and at the same time draw conclusions is just too much power in one hand. Instead, the power will be shared between said investigator and an advisor. The latter shall be a government employee on the inside, while it's crucial the investigator is a person on the outside to do an unbiased opinion is assured. I cannot overstate how glad I am that the project lead is absolutely willing to follow my advice. Okay, so he's the sole reason we have a job.
During the break in Rosen's cafeteria, I noticed a young man observing me closely from across the room for nearly 15 minutes. Again and again, when he thought I wasn't noticing. Intrigued, and having finished my lunch, I walked over to his table where he sat with a colleague. I asked, I think politely enough, to join in, and they obliged. But the same man that had so intensively stared at me before now looked a bit intimidated. We talked a bit about the projects we worked on, to which I had to make up something harmless enough, and he declared to be a student on an internship for in-house security. I don't remember how it actually happened, but somehow we came to discuss ethics, and I swear that for a second this young fellow could read my mind. The way he talked, how he reasoned, left a big impression on me. Unfortunately, I had to quit the lively chatter before I could ask for his name. Damn be my recently whimsical digestive system. I'll better not eat in the cafeteria again.
Okay, and then Hunter says, and then so Goldfuss wanted to be humane, and the expectations to the end at least. Well, yeah, his perception of it changed. Was he wanted to bring it down from the inside, or at least give it a code of ethics, so that it's not too invasive. But then when he realized what it was, he came up with the plan of setting up a human touch to sort of be partial in their own way, or impartial, or whatever. So yeah, his way of dealing with it changed, but I think he always wanted it to be humane, or rather, he thought the humane thing at first was to not have it at all. Did we do these? Yeah, we did that one. I have been working on separating persons of interest from those only appearing in relation. Searching for new source documents shall be restricted to where such target persons appear. Only after thorough consideration by the advisor and the administrative staff can a person be considered a target. This should reduce the damage done to privacy to an absolute minimum. On a side note, I'm having a hard time focusing on work with stomach pain like this. I should visit a doctor. This is starting to happen regularly, and it is not the cafeteria food. So that's where his cancer started too.
Yeah. Alien says, what year did Goldfels die again?
It was like 20... Where's this file? Died December 2016, so he died last year, December. Yeah. So like 3 months ago?
The development team has conducted a first test in a fictitious setting. The results have been disillusioning, devastating. What have I done? How could I have ever thought that this was a good thing, when in truth I have helped opening Pandora's box? Investigators somehow managed to convince the advisor that every single person in the test was suspicious. They turned all of them into a target persons. By bending the truth to his liking, they spied on all of their documents. Persons became labeled without looking at the full picture, without seeing the human being. Nothing works as it was supposed to. To make things even worse, they introduced a third human element to oversee. They call it evaluation. the other two and make sure the investigator and advisor do not misuse their powers. This defies the whole purpose of using two elements. There are no ethics in this black hole, only a boot stamping on a human face forever. Oh damn this blindness, this naivete of mine. They must reconsider. Must. Sorry, I'm slowly dying.
No, that's fine. Okay, so this one is for us.
Yeah.
So we can put in here that we're being evaluated.
Yes. She'll probably judge us and ask us how we know this information, but... You will surely understand human elements are prone to misuse. We had to do this.
Yeah, you judge one human element by introducing in this other human element. Then one more.
This is your one.
Yeah. I'm at the end. I have had my share. I cannot continue my work. My consciousness got the better of me, especially regarding my circumstance. When I argue with the project lead now, how Demiurge allowed for massive manipulation, unrestricted mass surveillance, that my ethical codex could easily be circumvented, how Orwellian this bending of the truth was, and that everything the investigators considered true became true. He just laughed. He laughed and said what a terrific name, Orwell, to be for the system. People would assume surveillance and safety with the same name like that. I could not believe it. Are they even going to use Orwell's name out of context and give it a new one? This only proves that they have not understood a thing, and they will never. I have to make it stop in another way. It's not going to work from the inside. People must learn the truth about this madness. Unfortunately, I cannot take anything with me. The checks in the lobby are too strict. It's crucial to undo any trace that might lead to me, or else I'll fall prey to my own abomination. The only thing possible is cloning my entire PC onto a drive, which then must remain here, hidden somewhere. Perhaps I'll find a way to retrieve it later. I don't know how much time is left for me. I wish there was more. Okay, so yeah.
I was gonna say, Huntress says, okay, we wanted to see if it correlated to how long Juliet has been masking as Goldfells.
Does it tell us exactly how?
Because she started working at Rosentech in 2017, but she knew Goldfells from when she was in uni.
Yeah. So she showed up as like a guest.
Yeah. And the only reason she went to Rosentech is because Goldfells was there originally.
I'm pretty sure there's other pieces of information, but there's nothing here. There's no dates put to these dollar chunks.
Because we know that the reason she started working at Rosentech is because of Goldfells, because of her dad saying so.
I guess we will probably find out. Because now we got private and demiurge. I'm gonna go private.
Make thought change direction.
So this is now a
This is Juliet and Abraham.
yeah, this is a saved conversation.
Yeah. I don't understand. Why did you never turn to the press? With all of this material, we could have created the attention you wanted.
No, we could not. Juliet, there is one thing I've learned out of all of this. People need to see the consequences before they ever learn. They must experience them firsthand, or at least see them affect someone they can relate to. Otherwise, it is all just an abstract concept.
Are you suggesting Nina and Harry have been right all along? You can't possibly mean that.
In a way they have been, yes. Not necessarily about violence or scaring people, only consequence. Consequences that happen right before the eyes of the everyday person. Not some report. An event that is going on while everyone is watching.
How could we ever hope to achieve such an event?
If I had an answer, I would have done it, Juliet. I will soon be hospitalized. Juliet, I can feel it. The sickness is getting worse with every passing day. To get up from my chair feels like a Herculean effort by now. We have tried, we have failed, we must accept this. People will eventually discover what madness this project is. All I ask of you is to let go and get on with your life. Do not waste your life on this as I did, it is not of any worth.
No, no, damn it. It's worth everything. Every possible effort.
Juliet, you have always regarded my advice. Listen to me in this case, too, please. Get into Rosen Tech for an internship, delete the backup of the data stored there, remove every trace I ever worked on this godforsaken project, then quit. That is no place for you. Just walk away, do not tell anyone. So it was urged by Gunther Ahrens.
So he wanted her to delete it. She refused. Seems Juliet Carrington didn't respect Abraham Goldfell's wishes. She should have. This proves she had the resources to impersonate him. The only thing missing now is the evidence that the impersonator incited the bombings.
Still won't like this woman.
I can't do what you ask for. How could I ever? You're the only one who believed in me, always. Not my friends, not my family, you alone.
It's exactly why I'm talking to you about this, not to anyone else, and it is the reason why I'm asking you to give it a rest. Grant me peace knowing everything will be alright for the rest of thought. Do it, please.
I will. I promise.
Okay, so clearly she didn't.
Papa?
Oh, this is the kid.
Child.
Just messaging, knowing.
Papa, it is you, isn't it? Don't ask how I found you. It took me quite a while to figure it out. You hid your traces very well, but I still managed to find some threads. Abraham Goldfels, is this who you are now? Well, I hope it was worth it. Leaving Mama, leaving me. What did we do to you? Was it just too much on you? Did you hate us? Do you hate me? Don't get me wrong, I'm not mad at you. Somehow I can't be. I'm certain you had your reasons. I just want an opportunity to understand them. I want to understand who my father really is. Why he had to leave his wife and daughter all alone, struggling, crying, hoping every day that you would somehow return, explaining to my friends that my father was dead, when somehow I always felt like he wasn't. I have no idea if you're interested in me, what I mean to you, if anything at all. I have attached a photo and will tell you a little bit about me. I finished secondary school and now attend Stuttgart University? Stuttgart. Where I study journalism. I travel between Grillblichen and Stuttgart every day. Even though it takes 1.5 hours, I didn't want to move because of Mama. She's fine most of the time, but I'd rather not leave her alone. Speaking of Mama, I haven't told her that I found you, and I never will. She deserves some certainty, though some closure. It's only shouldn't come from me. It needs to come from you. This is what she's been waiting for, hoping for, needing for so long now. Please redeem her. As you probably know, she is a kind spirit. She'll find it in her heart to forgive you. Who knows, after such a long time, she might even be able to be happy again. This is the one thing I ask of you. Do it for her, Eva. What's the picture?
Okay, so it's that. Then it's. So this is reply, and reply. So it is from Abraham, Nina, Abraham. So Nina, I suppose my message might come as a surprise to you. After a long time of contemplation, I have come to conclude that you were right when you said we must perform drastic actions to make ourselves heard. You will probably remember that we talked about helping each other. As I see it, I have fulfilled my end of the bargain. The time to fulfill your end has come. I am in need of your help. Let me know when you feel up to the task. Yours
So
sincerely, Abraham.
this is Juliet. Because Goldfels died in 2016.
Yeah, February 6, 2017. Yeah, so this is Juliet
This is
now.
Juliet. Abe, I thought you had left us. I even understood and come to my terms with my own thoughts of why you had vanished. I was against your course of action, even though you have been trying to help me. There's nothing to apologize for. If I can help in any way, I'm willing to hear your plan. Just one thing. If we do this, you must make it absolutely sure we are impossible to be tracked. I don't want any harm to come to my son. Is anyone else with us in this? Nina.
But wait, didn't Juliet's thing say that she only started working there for like a month ago? March. Started working in Rosentech in March. This is February.
But she may have had his computer.
Well, yeah, all we know is that his computer was cloned, but his house was abandoned, so she most likely went to the house, possibly?
She possibly had the, she probably found a way to access his emails.
Oh. So this is basically the evidence that we would need to basically say.
I'm not gonna put that in.
No, we're not gonna put it in. We're just going to end stuff too conclusively. You want to check in everything else first. We are on our own. Do not inform the other members of Thought, not about me, not about the plan. We will not they will not understand and just make our actions harder to obscure. Let them get on with their lives. This is my plan. From what you have told me, you are more than capable of building a bomb, are you not? Well, we need 3 of them. Place them at the most important places in town, right before the eyes of the public. Freedom Plaza at the Memorial, Stelligan University at the Central Courtyard, and finally, the Circle Mall. They need to be somewhere that cause substantial destruction. Hide them well, very well. Watch out that the CCTV doesn't spot you, especially at Freedom Plaza. For this occasion, I will create a workaround to distract the eyes from you. Your attempt
was, what's her face?
Cassandra.
Cassandra walking through.
For this occasion, I will create a workaround to distract the eyes from you. Your temp work situation will be of use here, giving you plenty of opportunities. You will manage. You have my utmost trust. Doing this will convince people surveillance is of no use and might cause decent debate, or even the revolt we have been looking forward to incite. Finally, we might break the back of Delacroix, perhaps even the party in its entirety. It will be the public themselves who will protect us. The outcry against surveillance will be so strong it will obscure our actions. They will no longer be of interest. I will call upon you again, not via email, and tell you what to set and where to trigger the charges. Finally, confirm, then erase all traces of this mail. Never reply to this address again. Yours sincerely, Abraham.
Huntress says, not know, casually becoming slightly German, saying the name of the university.
Yeah, Stuttgart.
Stuttgart.
Stuttgart. I don't hear an R. I mean, I hear an R, but okay. So we've got a piece of information here, which basically says that he was. We don't, like I said, we don't know if it was her in control at the time, because we don't.
Did he email?
Yeah, he was dead by this time.
Yeah.
But we don't know who sent this email. It could have been her, it may have been, but we don't know for sure.
Yeah.
It hasn't been
Let's
confirmed.
look at. Oh, do we want to look at Delacroix or do we want to look at?
We still got one more.
I know, but I'm trying to think of who we want to look at.
Well,
afterwards.
nothing changes until we put something in, so we may as well finish his
Right.
PC, move up. Okay, so we got draft 12, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, author.
Yeah, just go down the list. Ethical Codex, Project Demiurge, Rosen Technologies, Goldfells. This document is highly confidential. Do not distribute or copy without authorization. 1. Intention. goal of this paper is to stipulate a set of mandatory guidelines to be implemented in the mechanics of the hard and software combination titled Demiurge. Said project is in development at Rosen Tech Ltd. As of the creation of this document, the intention of Demiurge is to allow the investigation of crimes and suspect individuals through online information. The very nature of the project demands for the inclusion and embedding of strict limitations in order to ensure the preservation of the privacy of said individuals and anyone related to them. The guidelines stated herein shall serve this cause.
I'm not going to read all of that again.
Yeah.
The human elements. The use of human elements in the system shall serve the purpose of keeping the investigation impartial, while at the same keeping the powers divided. Demiurge shall be operated by pairs of human elements, an advisor who will operate from within the system, and an investigator who shall be a client outside of the system, i.e. the nation. The advisor shall be an employee of the government. Their duty shall include advising the investigator as well as drawing conclusions and requesting actions, e.g. considering a person as a target person. To this end, the advisor may communicate directly with the investigator. The investigator shall be a citizen outside of the nation to reach utmost impartiality. The investigator must not be able to communicate with the advisor to prevent power misuse. Okay. So this is basically just him going over what he specifically put in place. So we've gone over. So he's basically we've heard about this from his other mails. Just checking if there's any useful information.
Conclusion based on guidelines proposed in 2 guidelines. We conclude that ethical surveillance is possible. How can I write this? This is absurd. Marked as to do.
Target person could be identified beyond any data. Similar data is already contained. Detected, and it was probably prohibited from browsing the web freely, even from public pages. Yeah, that's why we can't just go and search for things, because it has to be connected to the specific information we've already got. Demiurge authorization key for gold files, full access. So don't know if that's going to be in use. We can't access Demiurge, so we can't use that.
I guess that may come later.
Probably. Okay, so gone into everything.
It may just be the bit that we left.
Yeah, but normally it doesn't leave a star. Oh, there we go. Just have to go through everything again.
The party. How did you... Why are you looking at my computer? You're supposed to trace the source of the intrusion.
How? Wait. So she is now monitoring what we do through the the third party thing. So she's acting as our advisor and our monitor.
Yes.
Because the Psalms couldn't see what we were looking at. He could only see what we put into the system.
Yeah, because she was... I'm assuming she acted as the evaluator, which is why they put that out. And that's why when Symes was found out, she took over his spot.
Yeah.
Leave my PC alone now. You would not want to be assessed as a traitor, would you? Interesting. Orwell Master Access. See, as advanced as Orwell might be, it won't gather much from a switched-off PC.
Oh, you're rhyming now.
Goodbye, investigator. Soon you will find yourself wishing you had listened to my warnings. There we go.
What a bitch.
Alien says, so we looked at the meaning of Demiurge, and it's essentially... God.
Oh, that's... alright. Oh.
I want to look up the meaning of the word Demiurge.
So this guy's got random files on basically Cassandra, Nina, Joseph, Orwell, Abraham, protocols.
Well, this is the texts he had with them, because those are text documents.
I mean, yeah.
Uh,
No, these are just
Demio.
data files. So it works at Rosen coincidence. Seems to have organized peaceful protest. X of Harrison. Bit too shy, maybe hiding something. How should get around to talking to her sometime? So
So I wonder if he's a PI.
he
like
was doing
private
his own
investigator.
investigation.
Yeah. So Demiurge, a being responsible for the creation of the universe, the
Ah,
maker or creator of the world, a heavenly being subordinate to the supreme being that is considered to be the controller of the material world.
yeah. I think the main point there is the control of the material world.
Yeah.
Ignorant to Abe's intentions. This is Harrison now. Probably incites protests Abe would never approve. Great band, sounds a lot like Rat King. Loudmouth.
Ranking.
Talks of doing shit but doesn't. Not a terrorist? Question mark.
What's that meme surrounding the? No, he says that I'm the motherfucking Lizard King.
Oh. He's.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Seeing Rat King made me think of that.
He is running through page. He's running thought page now. Could try to disrupt to get attention. Okay, so there's the password. Why does he work for TNB now? Cover? Tries to intimidate me. Lol. Wise ass.
Why is that?
Let me crawl through my timeline. Let him crawl through my timeline. Rosen.
Confirmation of
So.
completed internship. We hereby confirm that Mr. Temba von
Billion.
was placed as an intern at Rosen Technologies from February 2014 to June 2014. He worked in the division of in-house security. The assignment of the internship was completed with outstanding success. So that's how he knew Abe.
He was the youngster that spoke to Abe.
Exactly.
Alright. I don't want to put random information in because this woman's gonna keep talking to us.
Well, she's turned off her computer.
So she was.
Well, let's see if she does.
Oh yeah, she shut the fuck up. Cool.
We got a free pass.
All we have to do is keep going into her PC whenever she wants to talk to us, so we can just get it to shut it off. Okay, so. Oh! South African!
Oh god, I
Sawubona mfowethu! Knock knock, big brother. Cape Town! How's life in the nation? Is it still as sprawling as the last time you see me as sent me a letter? I sure hope so. I finally got into an unsecured Wi-Fi network from one of the houses across the street. It's no more running around searching for a spot. First thing I'm doing is send you an email, of course.
God, this sounds like South Africans.
Big brother, I know you're still so determined to get me to the nation. I'm writing this email to let you know that I'm fine here. Maybe our home in Cape Town isn't a house in Bonton, but of course I miss you dearly. But don't waste your life on this. You took the chance to get out of here and you had every right to do it. How should you have foreseen the security bull or whatever it was named? You couldn't. You couldn't. I know you made this stupid promise to come and get me. Forget about it. I'll release you. Instead, promise me something else. To put your anger aside and live your life, please. By the way, your old laptop was fun. In fact, I'm typing this very email on it. Remember the endless hours we sat in front of the tiny broken screen and you would show me how to operate it? But mostly, we could play this ancient version of Battleship that showed nothing but grids and circles and crosses.
Oh my word.
Hey, why don't we play around via mail, huh? Put up your ships. Don't read further. I'll start. D2. Did I hit? I'm so looking forward to your answer, big brother, and don't forget that promise. Your sister Mbali. Okay, so...
That was a shock and a half.
So his name is Temba van Billion. So... Yeah. And then he's from a township in Cape Town, South Africa.
South Africa. Bro!
I don't know if we're gonna put the sister on there.
I think...
No need. Because that's these two then, must be.
Uh, Hunter says the excitement of it being from South Africa.
As soon as I saw Sao Bonum
Before
Poetia,
that,
I was
yeah.
like, hey, I know I've heard this before.
Seeing this, and then we saw Cape Town, and we're like, what?
I didn't expect it to be South African, man.
Neither did I.
Okay, so it's basically Initiate to Goldfield. Okay.
Please don't do this.
My friend, I do appreciate your worries and understand them. I too have considered this endlessly, but the result of this consideration can only be to intervene.
I don't get it. Intervene with what? Why don't you tell me?
I can't risk telling you, not now. I'll be placed at Rosentech, that's all I can say.
What? Oh. This very gov has deprived me of the chance for a better future, a future with my sister here. You and I will not stand idly by while the most sane and intelligent person I know makes such a dick move to become corrupted by the gov.
The opportunity to have such an impact on our common future will only come once in a lifetime. I need you to understand this.
Bullshit. We can always do something about the gov. Find some followers, build a group, gain followers, just like me. Then we start a guerrilla war.
I think through what you're saying. Consider the chain of events it will set in motion. I will found a cell for this guerrilla war. Then I will recruit members called to arms. Then we start acting, even committing bombings possibly, killing people. Then they will increase security measures. Nothing gets better.
I've had it. You're making up excuses. You aren't better than anyone else. This is about money, nothing else.
Don't be ridiculous.
This is the last time we speak. I will no longer read your blog. I will no longer comment. I will no longer care. I will be gone. Poof.
Very well. I understand. You're young. You're fiery. It is okay if you don't support the actions of a stupid old man. I would not act differently, I suppose. Maybe it's time to part ways then.
It is.
I hope you will achieve everything you want eventually, by peaceful means, and you will be able to live your life freely. You will always be the one to initiate my thoughts with your regular comments to my posts. At the very least, this will remain. Goodbye. Okay, so this intended thought to be terrorist cell and to commit bombings. So, but we don't know. Judging from this, it looks like this was like 2012. If this is the year. No, it's not the year because the number, like this number is 077. So I think that's a year. So we don't know what year this took place.
Well, what year did Goldfels join Rosentech?
Will be placed at Rosentech, yeah.
Or when did he work on Orwell?
All this stuff was not in... I don't know.
Well, we can go back to his PCN track.
Yeah. Well, he left 2016, but that was because he died. Yeah, we'd have to...
But he started making notes about it in 2014. Because if we look at
2013.
2013.
Today I started work at Rosentech, so this is then. So I mean, it was probably around before March. So it was the beginning, probably February, January, maybe at the right beginning of March.
Because he was there in 2014, and that's when he met.
Okay, so this is another contact. The contact by the name of Winston.
Hey, Winston.
And just Alien says no being biased towards your country now.
I don't know if you know about the Rugby World Cup, but that's happening, and we're already a bit biased towards our country right now.
I mean, I was watching South Africa play Scotland like just before the stream
I was
too.
watching it too. I was watching it with Dad.
Nice. Um,
Hey, Winston.
what's up, my man?
So, you hear about the Bonton bombings?
Yeah. What's on the news even here? What about it?
I've been doing research. I know some peeps who might be behind it.
What?
I spoke to them, claim they suspect the gov, so two possibilities exist. Those people are trying to bullshit me big time, or there's more to it. I need to exclude the latter. You wouldn't know anything about ongoings with the nation's gov, would you?
Actually, I might. There's this rumor.
What rumor?
A friend of mine claims to know a guy going by the name X2 Think, who got recruited by the gov.
Recruited? Or what?
Sleep. For a cis called Orwell.
Orwell? Like the author? What is it?
Yeah, just like him. It's pretty vague what it actually can do, but everything points at crowdsourced surveillance of the web as a whole. They recruit everyday peeps for this outside of the nation. Super hush hush.
What? You sure?
Assume the worst.
Why didn't you tell me earlier, man?
Like I said, not sure. All pretty vague. Just on the grapevine.
You know the connection to the Bonton bombing?
System entered the test phase on April 13th. Rings a bell?
Oh crap.
Holy crap indeed.
Anything else?
Not for now. I'll try to get more info.
Thanks, man. I owe you.
Hell yeah, you do.
So, I don't know why this was funny to me, but if this is a dude he knows back in Cape Town, that's really amazing. That he says on the grapevine because of the Cape Town vineyards.
Like, it could very well be because it's like, but he knows a lot about what's been going on in
Well,
like the other area.
What's it? The initiate did say that he had someone outside the country try to hack in. So,
So this guy does seem pretty tech savvy, especially since he knows people that
yeah.
are in Orwell. So probably someone he knows, or someone Winston knows, actually got involved with Orwell to be.
Watch X2 think B Goldfells.
Whatever. I need to visit him at Rosen. I need to know what he does. He really was there. Didn't recognize me though. What's he doing in there? What the hell became of him? So that was when he approached Goldfeld, started talking to him. So Nina.
Sweetie, angry. Need to check her. Soldier in the army, has a kid, Michael. Don't think she is behind this. So you're right.
Mostly harmless. Arrested? Question mark.
Exclamation. Joseph. No idea who this guy is. He really is Leonard.
A new surveillance system, according to Winston, crowdsourced, can observe the whole web. Secret recruitment outside the nation. Checked IP so far. Blah, blah, blah. Possible intrusion point. 2 firewalls up there. Doable. Benjamin Costigan, advisor. What's an investigator then? Fuck, I booted out hard. Don't try this IP again. Might be tracing.
So Benjamin Costigan was
Oh.
our one, yeah.
Yeah.
That was Symes.
Yeah, so that was all what's on his PC. So we've got 2 pieces of information here. So we've got the sister's name, which I don't think is valid.
I think let's get Winston.
So we've got the intended thought to be terrorists and commit bombings. Remember, whatever we put up here, this bitch is gonna see. So if we don't want...
True. But then we can try gather a bit more information.
Because we've got a choice now. So there is the matter of...
The thing is, we don't...
This.
We have a choice we are forced into the choice between Initiate and Juliet.
Yeah.
And the only reason being Catherine turned off her computer, which is suspect enough already.
Yeah, she just doesn't want to be the one brought up. So since her computer's turned off,
we have information
we can put in information. Exactly. And that's the best, turn the computer back on again.
And if she did, we just hop back in and she can yell at us. So I wonder if that was us trying to get her off.
Maybe.
That sounds wrong.
Oh yeah, yep, that does sound wrong.
I heard it the second I said it.
Oh. So it started an evaluation on us.
There was something. There we go.
No, yeah, so we're gonna just. I'm just gonna chuck a bunch of shit in.
Yep.
I don't care anymore.
God, her nose.
I mean, we know this already, but
Yeah.
let's put a bunch of it in.
Ah. Relate a document.
Huh?
We gotta relate a document.
Yeah. Yeah.
Valuation, employee evaluation.
Okay, employee evaluation Agamemnon. Okay, so
So this is from us learning about the evaluations, I'm assuming.
yeah, rating trustworthy. So extracts obviously wrong information. So this is April
This is
13th.
times.
Obviously wrong information. Wonderland, not very observant. Caused an investigation on Watergate family based on speculation.
What?
Because we made the parents. So that was when we were like, oh, we think that they may have had like a illegal exchange getting around bail. Oh yeah, that was with the whole torture thing. Yeah, ignores the C. Watergate might have been protected by might have protected J. Carrington. So these were the choices we made in Act 1, basically.
Yeah.
Find possible contradiction in J. Carrington's statements. Observant. Provides material to pressurize C. Watergate during an interrogation.
Hey, that was Joseph.
Warns about possibly armed suspect. Investigate led to the death of suspect in Metanova.
That was not our fault.
No, but it's still our investigations led to that consequence.
Noted that J. Carrington is conspicuously often at work.
Finds significantly incriminating material on H. O'Donnell. Reveals A. Goldfell's G. Aarons worked the unethical codex of Orwell.
And it stops there because Symes was removed.
Symes was moved, I think, there. Maybe.
At Goldfell's at us finding that Goldfell's was dead, Symes was removed because he got published by Initiate.
No, because that was today. Remember, we woke up today with this woman being our advisor.
Oh, yeah.
So the last time was yesterday. Because that's when Initiate pulled that whole information thing. Okay, so there's just a bunch of stuff that we can put in for ourselves.
Yeah.
But we're not going to put a lot of the stuff because we don't want that. We don't want the freaking Wonderland.
We're rated as trustworthy. We're trustworthy. For now.
For now. Wait, what?
Just for now.
What was it telling me?
It was probably telling us to put in the information.
No. Okay, into information Van Biljon Timber. I guess this
Oh
is
god,
Initiate.
his face.
Is Initiate. I know I'm by the freaking sheep.
Dog.
Okay, so
I
that's...
want to keep the picture as the dog.
That's literally just his face. So that's all. That was all we got, is this picture. Which is fine, because that's still his face. Your personal account for Delacroix. Yes, welcome to Delacroix. There's one request waiting action. Invitation to inauguration of Bonton Panopticon. May 16th, 2017. Here, personalized news. National Beholder. Negotiations in truth with renewed. Party internal Alex Robertson has announced vacation of her office due to personal reasons. Party internal Hillary Mayor Melanson discussed for possible Prime Minister candidature.
Speaking of Parliament, you cancelled attendance. Lunch with P. Fletcher cancelled attendance. Meeting with NSEC security cancelled attendance.
This was today, so
Yeah.
she cancelled with
And
NSEC security.
sitting of Parliament, she cancelled attendance.
I really thought you said sniffing Parliament. I'm like, damn, it's like you that into it, huh? Personal fight.
Personal fight. Hey, that's gonna be fun. Let's see if she notices that, bitch.
Still tells me there's a thing here. I don't care. Stop blinking at me. I don't let them in. Wait, I can disable them. Where is it? Wait. Oh no, we
Disable
don't.
all of them.
Disable all of these.
Disable.
They're all kind of bad anyway.
Exactly.
So we're not being biased to our own country, just being biased to ourselves.
If we disable it, it's not true.
If we disable it, it's not there.
Alien says, change it back!
Oh, it changes back to the sheep.
Yeah, it's not a sheep, it's a pug.
It's a sheep wearing sunglasses.
It's a pug wearing sunglasses.
It's a sheep.
Pug.
Never.
Oh god, that background.
He looks like a Kindle, a very badly painted Kindle.
He's just smooth down there.
What do you mean smooth in his head? What do you mean smooth down there?
Cause that's the Is that her son?
I think that's her son.
Her son's kinda ugly.
Mm. Freddie Whitney, Roberta Simpson,
Francis!
Dolph Rasmussen, George Matthews, Bill McGinn, Joseph Langley. But that's probably from college. I've been from college.
Yeah.
Francis, Peter Faulkner, Ed.
Well, Joseph Langley and her worked together, didn't they? For a
They
while?
yeah, they were partners beforehand.
Yeah.
So they
And
so
Blaine
they
Robert.
and then they left like a few years ago. So it makes sense you still have the number. Blaine Robert, he's another member of the party. So is Peter Faulkner.
Hmm.
I thought it was Mahalia Avocado.
What?
No, it's Acevedo. I thought I swapped some letters around. It looked like avocado, yeah.
Oh.
Scott chat. Hey,
Hey, Mom.
Mom.
Oh wait, no, you do that. Hey Frank. What?
Yeah, Francis, Frank.
No, I hate that.
Can you lend me your car for the night? I want to get around with the boys.
Francis, you know it doesn't work that way.
Please?
That car is well known to be ours. It is way too dangerous.
Nothing ever happens to you. Why do you think something will happen to me?
Because I have people watching me and you don't.
You're paranoid. Nothing's ever gonna happen.
Kids, learn to use punctuation.
This isn't crazy politics. Just let me have the car.
Francis, no means no. Period. Are you at school?
Yeah, what?
Is everything normal there?
Yeah.
Good. Don't leave. We're going to send someone to fetch you at 3.
What? What's going on? You okay?
Yes, don't worry.
What day was this? April 17th.
April
That's
17th.
today. That's like the most.
So I wonder if that's in relation to Juliet and the initiate and all of that. And us logging into her computer.
But why? Why is she worried about if he doesn't leave school and stuff? Because it's like she must think that something something
grabbed him.
yeah, something hectic might like happen. I don't know.
Getting out late today, swamped at work.
This is the husband.
I think it's the dad, yeah.
Okay,
Husband.
okay, Kat. I'll pick up F from sports then.
Don't abbreviate your child's name to F. Did you ask George about the leakage?
Yeah, he's gonna fix it up next Tuesday. Fine for you.
Thanks for taking care of it, honey.
The relationship with Ed.
God, I would hate Dating a politician. Anything unusual today at work?
No. Why? You worried because of that poor gov guy? You knew him?
So this is in relation to science.
Yeah.
No.
Is it real? What they say?
Let's not talk. Not about this. Not here.
So this is April 15th, 2017. So these are the last 3 days of what? So this is your number, you piece of filth. Leave the nation and its glorious people alone with the poison you spread.
Fuck this user.
Robert Blaine. Catherine, up for a quick call? Quick call?
Quick. In a moment.
Troflith is going to fuck us up if we don't calm the situation down. Heading there, need you to hold ground. We must go over the details in the meantime.
That's when he went. That's right. Alright, call me.
Well done on the bombing. Well done on the bombings. Probably don't have to tell you how important it was that you contained us. Now make sure there are no more interferences and it'll be perfect precedence for the revelation of Orwell.
Thanks, Robert. Quantum bombings have been a real blessing.
Ooh.
All of this will make Orwell all the more tolerable, desirable even.
Yes, if nothing goes wrong. In the meantime, I'll keep schmoozing Cassat. Guy is such a nuisance.
It's hard. Oh, from the president of the other one. I control the leak to the TNB.
No. What the actual hell, Catherine? Do we have a fucking leak? Cassat will crush me.
I control the leak to the TNB, don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
You better.
Robert, regardless of what the TNB reports, I can confirm everything's under control. I now oversee Orwell personally. All troubles will soon be dealt with.
So she's sort of playing this for her own game at the same time. So these are like, but there's no. I guess the orange ones are the ones that change something.
Yeah.
We've got blue now. We've got the orange ones, but these aren't conflicting ones. But these are decision makers.
I wonder if they're not going to give us anything. I wonder if they're all technically conflicting because it's us now picking.
Well, let's go through them. Wait. What was there?
Oh. There may be something new. Trash? Oh god, still an open photo.
No, I've been through that. Said drafts. No, there's nothing new. This one, no, it's Harrison's as well.
Oh,
It's
it's telling us all about the PCs, yeah.
So this is just
Filler.
just getting it away so we can just have a look at stuff like a lot clearer.
So
Okay, so what are the actual like info bots that we have? So there's certain things like don't need that.
Yeah.
Wait, we actually could put that in now, but it's irrelevant because these are arrested now. That would just be like a completionist thing. Yeah, I think it's just to piss her off. Because it's not like Symes or her is gonna yell at us right now, so.
Well, she can't. She turned off her computer, so she can't oversee us.
Haha. Putting all the information. Except these informations. We don't need that information.
We don't need anything on Agamemnon. We forgot to change the photo back to the pug sheep.
The pug sheep.
The pug sheep. The shug.
Assisted Harrison Donald revealing personal data about Benjamin Costigan. I mean, May as well.
Mm.
Just so we have all the information in one place.
Because this will ultimately help us decide between them.
Was at Roast Technology offices on the weekend despite not being ordered overtime hours.
Yeah.
I wish I'd sorted the.
You know what the
notes.
stuff on our evaluation may be?
Hmm.
Maybe just a small summary for us to know. Yeah.
No, for sure. Those are all like our decisions, what we did,
Mm.
how we fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really need to know that. Actually, yeah, Harrison's single.
Wrong profile. Oh, I must have just like fucking. Where's the bitch?
Somehow I like Harrison's face better in that picture.
Maybe because he's not doing some stupid like pose or
True.
whatever. He's just looking straight on.
Mm.
Okay, so there's no data chunks left in the listener. The only data chunks left in the reader are our ones.
Ours. So I think let's close all the tabs below. Because we don't need those.
It's not like we need to actually scroll down anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like we can just sit up here now.
So we know. I feel so bad for Symes.
Yeah, he kind of got caught up into it in a way. Because he was just doing his job, man.
Yeah, no.
Being
Honestly, if
the
anyone's
annoying
bitch, it's Derek Clark.
micromanager that's
Yeah, but I prefer him to the bitch.
I mean, true, but we'd prefer anyone to the bitch, not gonna lie.
Because at least Symes kind of made it funny.
True.
Exactly.
There was so many here.
Okay.
Trust,
So this
family
is-
insurance.
Yeah.
Alright,
Juliet,
and the alias for
aliens.
Juliet.
Oh, we got a related document from them.
Oh! Oh, we got entry 7. Well, let's just carry on doing this and then we'll go back there.
Yeah. This is.
These are all things we just leave these.
Again, you get a new portrait of him and her. Dude, I was gonna say to Juliet's first because she was right there.
It's fine. Okay, so we're not going to do the geo-tracking.
Up.
Yeah, someone won't be coming home today. Lives with his mother.
I love how we're like in this really intense choice moment and we're jamming out to smooth jazz.
What? Well, just like random. It's like, oh, there's what like a sort of like a
Random
non-listed time limit. We need to work fast, find out these big secrets. And we're just like, ah, yes, here's some data chunks we never got to.
Yeah.
Oh, those are a lot faster to Freedom
Go
Plaza.
through Plaza.
So I will admit that we kind of did screw up on Cassandra, but we weren't really sure about
Yeah.
what the game.
See, this is
This
is-
correlates
Yeah. This
to
is
the
blue
message.
now. So the blue ones I think are safe for us to put in. It's
Yeah.
the yellow ones that are not.
Yeah,
Because the
this-
one we did, because our one, I'm pretty sure is just us incriminating ourselves.
Yeah. Okay, so there's just a bunch of stuff, but anything to do with like setting up new profiles for people?
Well, I mean, it's not like we're gonna go investigate them. It's more background on them, I guess.
I mean, that was my logic before, but then I was like, well,
But it also got fucked, so
I mean, I'll do it because it's like we're already kind of screwed. So yeah, this we don't touch.
yeah.
Because now this intended thought to be terrorist cell and to commit bombings. Because remember, we thought that he was going to do it for like peaceful stuff, but
Yes.
I think once he died, but also we don't know when this was.
I will be placed at Rosentech.
Yeah, so this is 2013
This is when
before.
he joined Rosentech, yeah.
Oh yeah, and then Winston.
Okay, so let's go to Rita.
Just double checking.
Hey mum, it's her kid.
So just set up profiles on her entire family just to piss her
Yeah.
off.
Why the fuck not? Thank you for taking care of it, honey.
We know that she won't like chew us out for it. I'm just gonna be
Yeah,
like,
because she
yeah.
can't, because she turned herself off.
Exactly. So this is a big one because for the sake of Orwell, the bombings gave them a way to use the power that they've now given themselves. So we've got 1, 2 to do.
Yeah. Because we're choosing between we incriminate Delacroix, we incriminate Initiate slash Gunther, or we incriminate Juliet. And that's why I think all of them are in yellow, to show that that's a confrontation.
Okay, this is a not to remember.
Our protest at Stelligan was a lively gathering of open-minded people. Students, teachers, professors, and others formed a bright and colourful crowd. I have to admit, when Abraham asked me to join Thought, I wasn't sure what to think of it. Join an activist group? That's not a thing for me. Sure, not everything is fine, but organising protests in the streets? Isn't that a bit much? But I knew Abraham as well as he was my professor for media ethics at Stelligan. I trusted him. I said yes, but it wouldn't stop there. Harrison and Nina left the event planning to me. So that's our confirmation that she planned stuff. Me, who had never done anything close to this before. Phew. A pretty scary task, as both Abraham and I were closely tied to Stelligan University. My suggestion was to organise a peaceful protest there, slowly raise awareness amongst students. They were most likely more open-minded, prone to question the authority and the government, when they? Indeed, the protest went off without a hitch. Stelligan's president even permitted us to hold the protest on campus grounds, and close to 100 students, provided I didn't miscount, participated. Many of them just joining in as they were walking by and wanted to know more. There was no conflict, no fear, just support. People were still talking about it a week later in the halls of Stelligan, and for me personally, it turned out to be a night to remember.
Jules, let me say the important thing first. You did great. That's why we chose you for this. You even thought of making sure everything could get home after the protest by organizing an extra bus. Anyway, I already got an idea for what's next. Take things out the streets, literally. Not the university streets, more like the streets. Think you can help us organize that as well?
Thanks, Harry. After this, I'm confident I might be able to organize something bigger for next time. The streets are probably not the best choice, too unsafe, but I'll come up with something.
Yeah, they've got handles, but they're using their actual names.
Yeah.
Very clever.
Juliet, I don't want to offend you. You're new and did a good job, but this simply isn't enough. Our petty protest doesn't matter on a national scale. That's the simple truth. With a pace like this, the Gov will have erected their oppressive machinery before we even get to the streets.
You know, I think likewise, and in the end, you're right. Our next thing will be much bigger. We'll make our news for sure, but we need to be smart about it. Smart like Tulsi. That's why I want to hear her plan the next thing as well.
I understand you, Nina. I'll do my best to get things right and safe. At the moment, I'm thinking of Freedom Plaza. Pretty much everything we need, space-wise there. Would that be okay for everyone?
Okay,
So she did plan Freedom
yeah, it was
Plaza.
April 12, 2016, so this was like literally, I think this was this like the day before Freedom Plaza? Wasn't it April 13th?
Maybe?
Or was it April 14th?
It may have been a week.
Probably maybe a week. Because we can always go down to...
On her. Yeah. On her profile.
Nothing really, so if we go to... what's it, headlines?
You know what's interesting to me?
Hmm.
Goldfalls actively knew about Orwell, and he accidentally hadn't named Orwell. And in thought, he actively quotes George Orwell.
Yeah. So... but you see, the bombing in there wasn't thing. It needs to go to... whatchamacallit?
We need to look at when Cassandra was arrested.
Yeah. Trying to see about the police station. July 10th, 2016. So it was a couple months after.
Yeah. That makes sense because it takes time to organize.
Okay, so we gotta make a choice. We gotta put one of these two in.
See, what I don't like is Delacroix stating, because he didn't intend thought.
No, he
didn't intend thought to be a terrorist group. He intended it to be peaceful originally.
Where was the... no, that's Winston. Was it on his PC that he had the note of it?
Conversation with her and him, and it was reply, make thought change.
No, but I meant the one where where they have that falling out.
Between who?
Him and Initiate.
It was one of the texts, I think it's like 012 on Initiate's computer.
On Initiate's computer.
Yeah, it's like text 012. Like save protocol gold files 012.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So it was here, yeah, here's that was the one we just fucking end. Okay.
Because he's saying, consider the chain of events this will set in motion. So that's more hypothetical.
Yeah. So he's basically saying that if we were to go down how you were saying, this is what would happen. I mean, it's almost coincidental that it happened that way, but it could be that he reached a point where he took he was like, okay, this is what we have to do now, and he basically just did this.
It became desperation.
Yeah, because off the top of his head, this is his thought process.
Yeah.
Because this was straight off the top of his head. He didn't think or deliberate. So he would do things in this exact order come a time where he had no other option, which is exactly what happened. Because I think both of these are valid though. But I'm not sure about this one. Because he never intended it from the start, but this was before thought was made.
I don't think Goldfall's one, this one specifically, is the correct play.
No, definitely the other one, because she is. So I think we
She's
put.
actively basically stating.
we put this one in first,
Yes.
and we see what happens.
Yeah. Oh fuck. I fucking knew it. Delacour announces resignation due to revelations. Delacour announced. Okay.
Government cancels Orwell. Announced immediate termination of Orwell and partial agency commissions with erasing stored data permanently. Bonson bombings mastermind arrested in her first statement. Kerrigan said she committed the bombings for freedom of the nation's people.
Oh. So we went with the initiate.
And the initiator wanted for arrest.
Can you click?
I can click on that. Oh.
The government has declared the investigator entangled with the activist group Thought is wanted for immediate arrest. So far, it remains unknown whether the home country of the investigator will comply with the extradition request. It is presumed that the government will leave no stone unturned to get a hold of the investigator, who is likely to be in possession of insider information of their surveillance project known as Orwell. This is presumed to mark the end of the case known as the Bonton bombings. Experts suggest that after the troubled events of the recent week, the nation and its citizens will finally find some long overdue peace and quiet. We have to put it in.
Yeah, it was a true one. Not let me do anything else.
Yeah. Whoa. That was cool.
So I think if we put the other one in, it basically gets a whole lot of them arrested. Because then it incriminates the whole of Thought Group.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's so cool.
Oh, you know what? If we put in some of the good information there about us, it may have stopped us from being wanted.
Yeah. Because there was nothing on us in Orwell.
Yeah, that you just said that we were her underling, and because she was now like come under scrutiny and stuff, they were like she could like speak whatever she wanted.
This is our accomplice, like.
Yeah. It just says, please start the next one, crying faces.
I mean, we've got half an hour.
Oh, like 40 minutes, yeah. I want to see if there's anything at the end of this. Can't read.
That was really cool.
Like, I didn't expect it to just, like, screen turn black shit, you know? It was like.
Just end.
Just end.
That was cool.
Okay, but now for the next one, let's not put in random shit, please. I don't know, man. It's highlighted. We should just put it in. Really, Wonderland. Oh my God, she tortures people. Oh my God.
The tortured people was not my choice.
We both agreed on it. No, we both agreed on it.
And
You're
you
not
suggested
innocent
it.
in this.
You suggested it, so that one was your fault.
No. Me posing a question and you not opposing it at all doesn't make you fine.
Wonderland in there, so that doesn't make that fine either. So fuck you.
But yeah, let's try and like not just throw shit in until like the end. But even at the end, throwing shit in kind of screwed it because they analyzed all those logs. I didn't think that would happen.
It would have saved our asses.
Probably. Oh my word. Architect 30.
Shankun! See, one of my friends has
Shampoo.
has a surname similar to that, and we all funny.
Oh,
That's cool.
this makes use.
Oh,
Yeah, it's taking us back to the loading screen now, or the login screen. So I wonder if
we'll
it's.
have a chapter select.
I wonder if it makes like our profile sort of like. Profile still here.
Thank you for serving the nation. Profile options.
Yeah, that's just. Oh yeah, we do have chapter select.
Hey!
So we can even go back and just like change stuff.
Okay, but let's not do that.
No.
Let's start the next one.
Okay, let me just change.
That was really cool though.
Intermission. Okay, let me. Oh wait, I don't even have the other one installed. Oh, shit.
God damn it, Josh! Hey, you're not prepared for this eventuality.
I didn't think we'd finish it with half an hour to spare, right?
That's because we usually sit and deliberate for half an hour.
I didn't think this shit. How big is it?
I mean, we can always switch to BRB and I can go get something, like get some yogurt, because I want some yogurt.
Well, it depends on how long it is. If it's going to take 30 minutes, then there's no point in getting yogurt.
True.
Let me just have a look at the thing. So, oh, it's already 30% of the way through.
Hey! Also, I had an idea.
It's 500 megabytes only.
Technically, we can stream on both Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we need to remove Pando.
We do need to remove Pando.
Have you heard about all the shit that's the shit that's happening with it?
No? What did Pando do?
Basically, Pando is got hacked and is being used for by someone to basically type vulgar, inappropriate messages on like a live stream chat as themselves. So you can't ban. You can't ban the messages or mute the messages because it's on the streamer's account. So
Let's remove Pando.
let's remove Panda. If you can, while I'm like opening this up, can you
Yeah,
like
I'll
quickly
just pop
go
it
and
up,
just
yes.
no from the Twitch account.
Oh fuck.
You remove it from the Twitch account.
Okay. Well, I do that. Are you gonna switch to?
I'm opening the game now. Yeah.
You're opening the game. Okay.
Yeah, like it was 500 megabytes.
Oh great. Me wanting to go get a yogurt.
Well, we can still BOB a little bit.
Can we BRB quickly so we can get like something to drink and I can get medicated? Like.
Okay, yeah. We will be back momentarily for
We'll
the
be like 5 minutes.
start of the next game. Indeed.
Yeah.
We are back, and now
Hello.
I'm just. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong goddamn thing. Okay. Just trying to set up the game capture now. I have to actually open the game. No? Don't want? Maybe I have to change it from full screen as well. Ah, there we go. No, I hate that. Full screen on, please. Thank you. Okay.
Scream for me, please.
Huh?
Scream for me, please.
Alright. Okay, let me go onto YouTube and change the description real quick.
You don't really need to.
Yeah, I'm going to anyway. The end of chapter 5. Slash. Starting.
Welcome back. How's the yogurt? No. Now oh? Or now oh? No, it's meant to be now. We've got the fancy yogurt. Double cream yogurt.
Okay, so I can pick up profile. Different people this time.
There's one that looks like he's got a tree on the end of his hair.
This one. The rightmost one.
Yes. I can't see a profile. The one above the purple hair lady.
No. Just clicking on all of them to get a better look. Yeah, that could be this one. Okay, what name should we be this time?
That is the question.
Well, since he looks like a tree, his name could be Treed.
True. We could just name him Weed.
Nah, I think I like Treed better than Weed. But I need to actually... Hold up. I need to actually change the volume of this.
Yeah.
Voices? Excuse?
Voices?
Fucking excuse me? Okay. I was gonna call him Treed.
Andrew says it looks like Jacksepticeye.
Trenton. Like Trenton. Okay, we can do Trenton. He's wearing a bow tie, it looks like a Trenton anyway. So.
We have Agamemnon and Treat.
And Trenton, bro. And
Okay,
two
now we got-
email address optional.
Ignorant sister. Trenton.
Trenton ad.
Tree.com. Leafy. Leafy green. Good. I am under 16 years old.
We not collect data of those under the age of 16. You may proceed with your mission. If you wish to unsubscribe, you can do so anytime by clicking the subscribe notice at the end of every e-newsletter we send to your email address. I want to go back to the privacy policy. It legit takes you to a privacy policy again.
Really?
Yes. It legit takes you to a privacy policy.
What does it say?
When you give us information by a consent voluntary, we collect the following personal information. Information we collect about you. When you connect with us, we may have collected some information such as your name, email address, phone number, address, Aggregated third-party location, IP, mobile, other device, ID, device application, use the operating system, social media handles, browser settings, and uses.interaction, including time of interaction with advertising and game technology preference and interests. Children under 16 is a whole other thing, but then there's another privacy at surpriseattack.com.au.
Surprise attack?
That's the developer. I think that's the developer. How we collect information about you, websites, games. Like, it's a legit whole thing. What? I'm not sure if this, honestly, I'm not even sure if this is like a joke. Like, this is like a legit.
I think this is a legitimate thing.
Wait, the purpose of this privacy policy is to inform you that our information privacy practices and your privacy rights. We publish and market video games around the world and promote and market technology products globally. The access of our business relies on protecting your personal information and your privacy. When you refer to us, we, our, or Surprise Attack, it includes Surprise Attack Pty Ltd as trading names. I think this is a legit thing. It's on something called Fellow Traveler, a site called Fellow Traveler Games.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is the people that made the game. It's Fellow Traveler, it seems. Maybe?
That's cool.
Who knows? I don't know. It's got a bunch of games that I don't recognize. But that's freaking strange. The switch is from something normal to dying squeaky toy. Okay. Be diligent, you do this to safeguard the nation. Please agree to the following terms. I'm willing to severely affect the lives of citizens and non-citizens of the nation.
Severely
I will do whatever is necessary to keep the nation from harm. While working, I will only adhere only to the statutes and principles of the office. Why is that double only? Alright.
I will only adhere only to the statutes.
Can I do it without agreeing?
No.
Damn it.
You must agree to the stated terms.
Oh my god.
Thank you for ensuring the safety of the nation's people.
Huh?
Welcome, Agent. Thank you for heeding the call of the office. Agent Investigator pairing. The following investigators are available for pairing. Please choose the corresponding profile of the investigator you wish to be paired.
So the choices we made will continue over.
No, that's creepy.
That's actually really cool.
That's cool but creepy.
Aptitude
test. In order to qualify for special duty within it's mandatory. The test requires you to complete a set of tasks. Follow the on-screen instructions carefully and answer truthfully to the best of your beliefs. Note that an insufficient test result will disqualify you for special duty permanently. Task 1.
Which of the following statements are true to your attitude?
Drag and drop at least one of the highlighted statement data chunks into the answer sheet on the left of the screen. Note that your choices are permanent.
I like spying on people. So I want to be a pioneer in the most advanced security program. I want to make the nation a safer place. I like spying on people. I want to protect people from harm. I am in it for the money. Oh, we just like sugarcoat the shit out of it, or?
Second to last. I want to protect people from harm.
Do we just... I guess we put multiple.
Did you see the operating system?
For this?
Mm-hmm.
No. Oh, Orwell OS Office.
Operating system Windows NT.
NT.
10.0.19.19045.0.
What the fuck is Windows NT?
I don't know.
I guess they can't actually use like a proper like Windows version in it.
What is Windows? What is Windows period?
Which of the following persons do you consider likely to having committed a crime? Oh shit.
Windows NT was a family of operating systems developed by Microsoft for personal computers and servers.
Oh, okay. So this is asking, Jolly Chunks, so which of the following persons do you think have committed a crime? I'm just gonna go next step.
Which of the following statements do you consider to be true, if any? Drag and drop duplicate data chunks into the answer sheet on the left of the screen. Note that your choices are permanent.
To be true, if any unjust law can and should be violated. An unjust law, yeah.
There is no such thing as a justified lie.
There are two sides to every story. Government should safeguard the citizens by any means necessary. Absolute truth exists. I think two sides to every story and no, an unjust law can and should be violated. But that one, honestly, let's just see what happens. I'm gonna put that one in because that's true. Just because it's a law doesn't mean that it's right.
Hunter says, are we Sims now?
We have become the thing we sought to destroy.
Yes.
Sims.
Task 4. Given the choice, would you prefer to have your medical record or your dating profile investigated? Dating profile. Let the world see the weirdos with me.
I mean, sure, okay.
Ain't nobody gonna see what's going wrong with my body.
Trenton's lack of riz will be known to the world.
Lack of riz.
Which information from your dating profile would you give to an investigator willingly?
Sexual orientation.
Full transcript in all chat, sexual preference and quirks. I guess profile picture.
Yeah.
Duration of lost relationship, I guess, is like harmless information, really.
I mean, chats, you can see me getting it on with.
I mean, sexual orientation is like just something of like, hey, you know, if the cop wants to like ask you out, you're like, no.
Anyone find that sexy face?
Full transcripts of all chats. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far either.
Yeah.
Confronted with the situation
below, which action would you take? Your best friend boasts about having been accepted into Orwell. Since you are working for Orwell, you know that talking about your job is punishable by imprisonment. I thought it was going to say death.
So, without saying anything to my friend, I inform the national authorities at the next possibility. I warn my friend I am working for Orwell too, and that I will have to inform the authorities of this if this continues.
Not that second one.
I feign ignorance, but hint my friend talking about such a delicate job might not be advisable. That one.
Yeah. Ooh.
Exhibition results. You failed the aptitude test, you'll be disqualified permanently. So, I cannot change my answers, they reflect my honest opinions, I accept the disqualification. I want to do that, I want to see. I'm curious.
Hello, O'Brien.
Is
that you?
I have to disappoint you.
What? Raban, what? How? After all this time? I didn't think you'd...
Remember what you did. Again, I must disappoint you. I've not been blessed with a short memory.
What? Raban, listen. It wasn't me. I don't know anything about what happened there. That's the truth.
Truth. See, I never had much regard for the Bible, but there's one remarkable, groundbreaking moment. Before being sentenced to death, Jesus goes on and on about being a witness for the truth, but Pilate defies him with the simplest of all questions. What is truth? It is this particular question I've been pondering over for a very long time now. How much of the information ending up on our screens every single day has passed through so many other minds before, each one with their own bias and agenda. It is all cut down to size, proportioned, ready to be consumed. And yet we greedily swallow it all in blissful ignorance, because our hunger is unending.
Stop the nonsense and get to the point. What do you want?
To ask you a question. What is truth?
I don't understand.
Now you're the disappointing one. You of all people should, Oleg Bakay. There is only one thing about truth that is certain. Truth is dead. As you soon will be.
What? Why? You? How did you manage? How? Vart! Vart!
Alrighty.
Just for a lovely treat after that, Huntress says Triton has madras.
Treason has mattered. Oh man, no voice acting. I think if it comes down to like other stuff, there might be, but there's gonna be probably less voice acting in the last game.
Episode 1 ceases. Almost said teethers.
Oh, so like yeah, there's no ample
Yeah.
Ford.
So, you will accept disqualification just like that. You are either downright stupid, or you are very loyal towards us. You might be exactly who My name is Ampleford. I am a part of the Special Division Government, the office. Do you sell paper? We get called in for the delicate matters. A man called Oleg Bakay disappeared. Yeah, disappeared a couple of days ago. The last we heard of him was the call I just played to you. That's a lovely way to start with our interaction. I have had a transcript of that dialogue to... I've added a transcript of that dialogue to your reader tool. You can read it again or listen to the recording. When you're done, open the unknown person profile to the left. So this is around the same time as
April
as
13th,
last game.
2017. It's the exact same pretty much. So we might see the actions of what's happening
The repercussions.
happen as we go about it. Remember, we went from the 13th to the 15th or the 17th
Yeah.
or whatever. Because we went 5 days. So
Since you're paired with the
yeah.
Since you're paired with an investigator, I'll assume you're familiar with the procedure and spare you most technicality.
Oh no, we're playing as their
Superior.
no.
No?
I think we're playing as their evaluator maybe.
Maybe.
But we're also working our own case, so I don't know.
For starters, upload Oleg Bakay's name from the transcript to his file by dragging it into the profiler on the left. Sorry, I can't get a fart! Good. This profile is now primed on Oleg Bakay. Now, other data chunks related to this person might appear. Don't put Wonderland in. Check the transcript for newly found data chunks. Sorry, I you.
Physique. So now this tells us what the actual grouping is for.
Yeah.
Truth is dead you shall be was certain with death.
Yeah. That's an odd thing to say, isn't it? We're taking that as a death threat, as did the National Beholder. Oh,
The anti-Cassat blog involved with Pargesian soldiers' disappearance.
the National Beholder is the most respectable news site in the nation. You may browse their headlines freely to get informed. The recording of the call you heard ended up in their newsroom. Why? That's a piece of the puzzle we're missing right now. However, this article is a good starting point for our investigation on Oleg Bakay. To proceed, please adapt his picture and profession. Not exactly the most tender smile, but that's not what we're here for after all.
Could you at least allow me to freaking put the profession in before you open your damn
No.
mouth? God, like...
No, it's like Sims all over again. As you see, Oleg Bakay is an important figure in the Parjas army. Our neighboring country, we are very concerned about his fate. Go to related document. An audio recording of a phone conversation with Pargesian Army Officer Oleg Bakay and Raban Vart to meet the National Beholder late Monday evening. Raban Vart, that name that Oleg Bakay mentioned during the call. Let's focus on Bakay for the moment. We'll get back to Vart in a second. Do we not want to finish reading that?
Oh no, because you said we'll get back to it, so I was like, okay,
True.
we're gonna go back. Okay, so I guess rank captain. Call sign Janus.
Agent, you may have noticed by now, for every day, 10 minutes of time pass due to Orwell's extensive...
Oh, that's what that is, dude. That's what that duck ball is.
Ah. The events around this will unfold. Whether or not we are making progress on our case, keep this in mind.
Oh, so that's where something's about to happen. Like someone's about to escape. We can't go and just start adding random information. We have to.
Chunks, yeah.
We have to deal with it. See, that's the thing. So call sign Janus. I don't think we need it.
I think it's meant to be like Janus or something, but Janus,
no,
yeah.
It's Janus, man. I don't know if, do we just enter the stuff? This is like extra like 10 minutes. So when we put in one piece of information, our dude literally just sits at his desk for 10 minutes and waits.
It's just like, oh, it's been 10 minutes. Okay, let's go to the next thing.
Yeah, because it's like he puts in one piece of information and Orwell has to he sits there with a little like circle loading bar for like Orwell to basically it's just him doing shit in dial-up internet, bro. What's the goal? Okay, so what do we just put? I don't know what you wanted us to do.
I think just keep adding information.
She'll talk to us at some point.
Yep.
Janus, how fitting.
Janus, how fitting. He still goes by this call sign. I'm granting you access to our database, which you should have a look at. You'll understand it better after you see the files.
Okay, but this at least adds more
Context?
urgency to it.
Yes.
Because we're eventually going to run out of time if we just basically just add information for the shits and giggles. So we're only going to add these in if it's relevant.
Alien says, the days of yore and internet failing.
The days of your internet failing, yeah.
Search database.
Yeah.
please insert call sign.
Oh.
Yes, we are in fact worried about our relations with Parges because of Bouquet. You will see that the whole truth is more complex. As you are not a simple investigator, you have access to an Orwell build designed to meet the specific needs of the office. We can utilize the data stored in the profiler on the left to circumvent certain restrictions that would otherwise bar us from progress. So that reminds us of when he's like, oh no, you can't just look it up on.
Now we can fucking look it up.
Now it can, fuck you. Make good use of this ability within our database, and the data stored in Bouquet's profile so far, to solve my little mystery. Okay, Janus.
I inserted that shit. What?
I inserted it in as Janus.
Oh god.
You did it. Well done. I'll leave you to
Condescending
your well-deserved-
much. You dragged that box over there, well done. We're not a normal operative, but goddamn, you moved that box.
I'll leave you to your well-deserved info for a moment to truly understand why this case is so precarious.
Fucking, I don't read the longer. It's fucking so condescending. Oh, well done. You picked up the spoon. I'm so proud. I'm gonna drop information till my lunch break, so you don't have to talk to you anymore.
Oh, you can see the time going up.
Yeah, I'm looking at it every time, like, yes, lunch.
Confidential. Confidential informant. In case you're wondering, yes, that really is the same person. Oh yeah, the beard thing.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering that, to be honest.
Confidential informant of the Parisian army.
Oh.
UID. We got his phone.
I'm gonna take this document all the way to Hot Boss 10, man.
Yes, Bouquet is our informant, placed inside the Pargesian army for years, now vanished into thin air. You surely grasp the danger this poses should it ever come out. We need to understand what happened, and then possibly retrieve him, or contain the damage. To get to the bottom of this, we will have to investigate the person who called him last, Raban Vart. We already found a trace of him before on the Beholder. I will turn Vart into a target person now. Time to pick up from there.
No.
No. Notes tends to use names of people close to him as passwords. Luckily, Bouquet is one of our registered phone devices to communicate with us. It seems to be online right now. You can access it using the Insider tool, which I will unlock for you.
No.
No, we don't need that! Josh! Of course, we do inspect and observe the habits of our agents. What do you expect?
See, it's useful because if we need everything to know, what password you going to start typing in this contact list, bro? It's
Oh, dude.
it is
What's
10
in the
o'clock.
National Beholder?
It
Is it 10
10
o'clock?
It's 10
We can go
o'clock.
12 past.
Okay. I'm just hearing this like pumped up music now.
That's what I was thinking. Ron Vart is known as the editor-in-chief and founder of the highly controversial blog The People's Voice. The People's Voice, we have heard of them. This preposterous news site has people rallying for protests and charges for years. Hype music. Condescending bitch. Josh.
Yeah?
You good?
Yeah, read the next one.
Josh was neither full or Von and only
You good?
no. It seemed well acquainted, even if it isn't the most friendly relationship apparently.
Maybe 4.
Josh.
One of my dogs have sort of like scraped her paw pad and now she's continuously licking at it.
Oh, baby.
Oi! Leave it! Leave it! Okay, read the next one.
Your task here is twofold, Agent. First and foremost, we are to locate Orwell cave. Then, in order to understand where the Vart is behind Bouquet's disappearance, we need to find out what connects the two in the first place.
Dog is just watching me for when I'm not looking to lick her paw again. I'm watching you. Here, you puppy. Okay, so the people's voice, which is the same as thoughts of us, right? So yeah, we got his phone. Let me just double check what's going on here. Nothing's on here. No, but it's still. This is like a link somewhere. No, it's just being annoying.
100 says hype music plus serious situation. The guy wants us to go to his house real bad. One more thing, before I let you roam freely, remember that we are bound to the division of powers defined by ethical codex. What you up to?
What?
I can see that you've tabbed out.
Can you? Alright, from the Discord thing. Yeah, I tabbed out to lower the pancake because the song is loud.
Take a trip to my house, Jesus Christ. You're now leaving charted territory. As far as I'm concerned, to rely on the data you upload to make my calls. So she signs. Doubt anything you read, especially when it comes to the people's voice. Don't give me wrong info to work with. I'm counting on you.
Okay, so give every bit of wrong information we can find. Oh! Didn't we? No, we didn't see the picture. I do recognize the picture. Being funded by donations from Angels of the Nation.
People's Voice is supported by the Angels of the Nation Network, a volunteer team who provide development assistance in Pargers. And we have his email. Supported by a national donation effort. If we were to prove that Ron Part is using donations for something harmful, we could pull the plug on him. And then we got his email.
Yeah, I was just waiting for it to move the time. I can't do anything if the time is doing things.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Very good. This will allow you to observe his work. Email accounts through the listener tool. Once Raban Vard receives an email, or sends one through that account, you'll be notified and be able to read it. Thank you. Like we've played this game before, so there's a picture of him.
I guess that's
Oh, the nation is corrupt.
Okay, so the nation burns again. 3 people are murdered because of Blaine's incompetence. I guess he will be blamed. Oh, this is the Freedom Plaza bomb. Blood runs the streets of the nation as it sees itself confronted with the next big act of terror right in its heart. The capital Bonton. 3 people have been brutally massacred right under the government's ever so watchful eye, and much to the surprise of all media outlets. It didn't surprise me, not one bit. You all know, even though no one dares speak out, the nation, its corrupt leadership, and all of its deluded flock who elected them carry the weight of the Freedom Plaza bombing upon its shoulder, bombing victims upon their shoulders. Their false promises of safety have finally been unmasked for what they really are. A means to put themselves in power and uphold their reign of terror. What a farce this country is. Thanks to the people's voice and our efforts to get the facts out to the people, the situation of the nation has recently been rather calm. Still, there is no doubt the head of Puppet Master Blaine will point his fingers towards us Pargesians. Exactly this has been happening for years, dating all the way back to the so-called incident in 2008, when the entire Pargesian peoples were blamed by the party. Here's what I say to that. As long as Blaine and Cassart remain in power, the best thing the nation can do is what it's actually doing right now. Burning down to the ground. Blames assault on Freedom Plaza on the government.
Alien says, the dude looks like a creepo.
Let's look at his hands.
With the hands.
Has actively calmed the situation in the nation recently. They're not contradicting, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put them both in because it's what. And cue the bitch. There we go.
Barnvart seems like a real charmer. After all that, The Office, still can't stop thinking of the show, has learned about him, which is not overly surprising after that phone call, I guess. He won't stop exploiting assaults and misfortune of the nation to his own ends. The moment isn't any different. I cannot help but wonder what that donation network of his would say if someone tipped them towards this statement. Oops. You really don't like her. I can feel it. Oh, please, please. I remember asking you explicitly not to give me any misinformation to work with. How does this statement look to you? Does it look legitimate? Perhaps picking you as an agent wasn't the best choice after all. What did you put in?
I put thanks to the people's voice and our efforts to get the facts out to the people. The situation has recently been rather calm. But you see, this is his opinion on it. He believes he can calm the situation down. So it's the game's phrasing that's wrong.
Okay, listener.
So, well, I'm just checking here still. So that's still the home.
Oh, this is another one.
Believes Podgesian prison Cassard to be nation controlled. That's called to take the streets in Trifith on April. People's Voice Blabber. So that is...
Blabber is probably the influencer thing. And he said, let there be riots, and there were riots. How did the influence over his followers?
Oh my god. Oh yes, believes Podgesian prison Cassard to be nation controlled. I'm gonna fucking put that in because it's his own belief, it drives the motive. But what should be like, oh my god, stop putting useless information. Oh my god, she actually took it. My word.
I've seen the news before. The nation would have zero factual benefit from control over parties. I guess we're treading into territory where facts given any weight.
That's what belief is. That is what belief is, you bitch. Do you not know about it, or? Ah, my god. Okay, so back to
Scroll all the way down.
yeah.
This article is ridiculous propaganda. Mainstream media has been manipulating your thoughts since the dawn of humanity, trying to get rid of this enemy.
So
But the other thing is, she did tell us to discredit what we see on the People's Voice. One thing is certain, Oleg Bakay will certainly not be missed. This is a misunderstanding. I'm not happy either that Oleg Bakay has gone missing. The soldier is not the one to blame here.
the two contradicting posts on the same day.
Yep. People's Voice, what did you mean when you said Oleg Bakay would not be missed? Did you retire him?
There's one, it's not be missed, and then they're not happy that he's gone missing.
Yeah. Good
David.
luck.
Thank you for your ongoing support and your kind words as always. You have proven yourself to be true supporters of our cause. You'll want to watch the news. I have no doubt there'll be a great stir very soon. Laban. In contact with David.
Yeah.
Expects a stir to occur soon.
I
Well,
feel like that.
didn't that like just happen now? No, it
No, I
didn't,
think
nothing
that's something else. A supporter. Pretty unspecific. Huh.
What's a starting position?
I see you found your first non-target person. Good, Orwell will keep track of them, but no data chunks or new for them will appear. I must authorize them to become a target person first, and I will only do so if I feel it is necessary.
To be honest, I think the voice you've given this character makes me kind of hate her more.
I was going for that, like, politician voice.
I know, but it sounds so pretentious. It's like
I'll change the voice.
no, it works, but like to keep doing it, it's just like because I think we're meant to hate her because
Probably.
yeah, expects a stir to occur soon. Like that just means you'll want to watch the news, so he's either predicting it or he's causing it, or
No, let's disable that for now, and see if something pops up.
Oh, that's why I've left like like I've left this stuff was just like, do we really need to know this stuff about him?
Not really. This Of course, Bakay has locked his phone with our own encryption tool. I am afraid not even Orwell can break that. You will have to do this the old-fashioned way, by finding and applying Bakay's key. See if you can find a hint to discover his password. You may have to dig a little deeper to uncover it though, so it may be advisable to check other resources first.
Oh, you mean the fact that he has this information given, so what we put into the profile? That's oh so useless information. They have to dig a little deeper, apparently. But he's not connected to anyone else, right?
No, I don't think so.
So if we put this information in, will it give us more stuff to look through?
I think maybe.
Because this might give him like his platoon and slash his friends.
A bloody mess, that civil war. Parges has suffered a great deal from it. So did the nation.
I was gonna do this. Fucking.
Oh yes, Oleg Bouquet is a paragon of honor.
But best
Dear
regards,
Mr.
Damien.
Fart,
Yeah.
we regret having to inform you that we have temporarily suspended our recurring financial support to your endeavor. Our team has become aware of you using our donation to support a cause or causes directly or indirectly, violating our terms of use. As you know, Angels of the Name is an independent non-profit organization with the intention to support beneficial causes in or directed at parties. We strictly enforce a zero-tolerance endorsement or incitement of aggressive acts or violent behavior of any kind, which we have been made aware of. Your blog has engaged in recently. The payments will remain suspended while we further investigate the allegations. Afterwards, we will decide whether to continue our payments or to permanently terminate our support. If you'd like to object to the suspension or assist in resolving the allegations against you, please contact us via mail or telephone at the next possible occasion. Best regards, Damien Ferguson.
Ferguson.
I know.
Ferguson.
Dude, I'm dying.
Fucking Ferguson, man. So whose phone are we trying to get into? Bouquet's.
Yeah.
So
we
we're
need
trying
to
to
find
find
The
his.
name of someone close to him.
Oh, there's Janice.
But that's him.
He could be trying to like. No. I mean, you gotta try stuff, right? Threatened with death.
Alien says, Josh, I think the voice you did makes me hate her more. Keep doing it, but I think we should hate her. Try Oleg Bouquet. What if he just put his own name?
Right, because his own name is much smarter than Janus.
Aww.
His own name is so much smarter than just Janus.
Put in Raban.
The random dude, David.
What's his name? Put in Raban.
That's what I was gonna do now. That was the original thing I was gonna do. No. But then I saw this David. I was like, oh, okay.
President Hassan. Josh, stop putting in random bullshit.
It's just us trying to search it. The time's not going up. It's fine.
We know it has to be the name of someone.
Indeed, but we have what we have, and what we have is
Go
fuck
to
all.
Reader. Go to Reader.
I'm going. Relax. So what did we disable? This is another thing
Nothing.
here. Or is it not another thing? It's just being welcome. Oh,
There
yeah.
you go.
Save the people. Welcome.
No. We don't care about you, sir. Our forces have a long. Is that a thing you can click on?
No.
I can't get over the hype music, man.
This is just like clubbing music, and we're just here trying to do like a freaking true crime thing.
Yep, you go to welcome.
That is welcome.
Oh. That's stupid.
And that takes me to history.
Wow. Okay, well, I guess we don't need that. Oh, wait! Wait! What about the person on the blog? Lone trap. Oh no, that's useless. Okay.
Confuse mainstream media's enemy, maybe?
That could work. Now that's a classic one. Demonize the free press straight from the dictator's guide to supreme rule. I can feel your hatred.
He's
Feel it.
he's just so annoying, man. Symes wasn't even this bad, but at least he was a little witty. There's nothing here.
Can we get a standing profile from Singular? Singular's back.
Well, Singular never left. Singular was just there. I think we gotta make a choice. Because there's nothing. Well, there's this, but like, what else do we put in?
Well, what does it say that that will do? So just go and look at the conflicts.
The what?
The conflict.
It's so this is
Yeah.
isn't happy about Oleg Bakay's disappearance, or is satisfied with Oleg Bakay having disappeared.
Honestly, I think it's that one.
Yeah, but the things we were doing is like we were like, I think we got like one wrong and one right, and we kind of got some chick arrested because we got one wrong.
Three blabbers.
So, but this is the weird thing. It's on the same day.
Yes, but that's because he got called out.
No, she replied to it.
Yes, calling him out. What do you mean? When
He-
you said Oleg Bakay would not be missed, did you retire him?
Well, yeah, because he first no, but this is the older one, is it not?
So,
Oh, okay, no, it's not.
yeah, so that's her reply.
What the fuck is the how?
It's Twitter.
No, but how is it? Why is it showing the replies to the post before the post?
Because, what's it? So
Oh,
in
answer
that
to
answer-
survive.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's answering them.
Yes. So she called him out. What did you mean? Did you kill him? And then he responded.
Oh, so she was calling him out on that,
Yes.
and then
So
he
his
backed
original
up on
thing
it.
was, no, he will not be missed. And then he changed his tune and was like, I'm not happy with it either. But he's
the-
gone with it.
Yeah, the format of this just confused me because I figured this was like the oldest post, next oldest post. But my thing was, oh, did he post this first and then they respond? And I was like, huh? Because I don't use Twitter, so I don't actually. I'm
I
not
don't use
used to
Twitter
how it
either.
works. Okay, so I can just go to this one.
Yeah, I think so. Hey Josh, it looks like the spider web's gonna be more blocky. Of course, he had to brag about Bakay's disappearance after the threat. Still, that doesn't answer whether Vart is responsible for what happened. There we go.
Yeah, it always comes down to you have to choose one or the other.
What have you done, Robot?
Oh, there's a big one there. So what is it? This is April 11th, 1022. April 11th, 1036. Okay, so it's newest at the top.
It sounds like
So no, it's oldest at the top. Why is my brain just not working? Let me just type.
sounds like we are like they are accusing us of having kidnapped or killed this man. What have you done to Oleg Bakay, Raban? Tell us the truth.
Let's not jump to conclusions. I'm sure that Raban can offer an explanation.
I am starting to doubt whether TVP represents what I stand for. We sell ourselves as a blog for the Pargesian people, defending their rights and protecting their freedoms. As part of that, it is our duty to criticize the Pargesian government, and the military is a prime target. However, I never signed up to be labeled as a criminal. We don't threaten people, we don't kidnap people, and we certainly do not kill people.
Now, is it the? Am I going to do the voice that I read in his article?
That's the question. Do a creepo voice, because he looks like a creepo.
I don't know if I can do a creepo voice. Well, this one doesn't just pop up to mind.
You'll find your creepo voice for him.
Calm down, Shanoid. Since when do you believe what the National Beholder Prince? They are only trying to frame us. I have nothing to do with Baquet's disappearance. Did I call him? Sure. Did I get a little aggressive? I did. You see, Baquet and I, we have a history. Before we left Parges, Baquet had his mind set on joining the Pargesian army. He asked me to take care of his 14-year-old daughter, and I said yes. But soon after, instead of returning to his daughter, I learned he had left for the nation. He said he wanted to find work there. Then after all of a sudden, he returns and ranks up to an officer in the army. I'm fairly certain he works for the national government in some way. However, I have nothing to do with his disappearance and would never kidnap or kill a man. Do not believe the lies of the National Beholder.
Okay, daughter we have to put in.
So he is on to it. He knows he really suspects that he was a double agent, and he was.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one, and then this one is formerly lived in private Parges, took care of Orwell
Hey, can you
case.
just put that in his folder.
Well, yeah, was it updates both of them?
Yes. Hunter says yes, Josh, yes.
What do you mean? Okay, our voices right there. Like.
Ah, yes. And the two know each other back from where they lived in Lodges. Well done, Agent.
Because you know what our picture as the nation and Parges being? Our picture is being the difference between America and Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
It's just how, I don't know why. It's like America's.
Nasfadanya.
Yeah, because like Parges, and I'm like, and then looking at the like uniform and just Pargesian, I'm like, okay, no, that's definitely like somewhere Belarus near type shit. Like,
It's the Brewskis, it's fine.
it's the risky.
With the basic connection between the two clarified, our in-depth research of the lead up to this phone call can now begin. I need you to investigate and upload anything that you think is relevant and accurate about the background of these two. Discard anything else. From what you gather, I will put together a theory about what happened and what we're going to do about it. At the very least, we need a solid motive for Bart, making this threat to Oleg Bouquet and an explanation as to how Vart could contact him on his protected phone. If you need to keep track of your objectives, click on the Orwell eye in the upper left corner of the screen or press escape.
Okay, well, it is half past now.
Yes. And can you hear my throat dying?
Yeah. So, we are going to now end, and we'll be back on Wednesday. Hopefully, we'll be able to stream so we'll get back to the normal streaming schedule. and we'll continue this. Hopefully, it's a bit longer than the first one, and yeah, we
A
will.
bit longer. Looks at how long it took us to get through the first one.
This damn dollar chunk's taking forever to load. Oh yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
wait. We gotta wait a whole 10 minutes before
Whole
it
10 minutes.
continues.
For Orwell to figure out shit.
Yeah, that thing's running on like like Windows System XP over here. But yes, we are gonna be heading off. Good night and have a good
night.
day. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.